Greetings, esteemed constellation. A former aggressor with the memories of Tokyo Afterschool Summoning, Chapter 15. False Prophets of the Future City. 1. He lived in a state of twilight, where light and shadow intersect. He always believed that if he couldn't accomplish anything, then he had no right to remain in that house. He feared not being loved by the world, as his parents could never truly love him due to his half-ogre side. But the times changed rapidly, and soon enough, humans and ogres could walk side by side down the street without judgment. Yet still, he felt as though he was being left behind. Never sure if he was human or ogre, he was ashamed of himself, and remains ashamed to this day of how out of touch he is with the world around him. All he ever wanted was to be someone who could make a difference, to contribute something to this world. It embarrassed him to think he had nothing. He always felt that there was somewhere else he should be, some other path he should follow. But he didn't know where that was, nor even where to look. He felt he would never know until he got there. Yet after school, spending time with you, he found it. Somehow, in spite of how little he felt he had to offer, he had found his promised land. That was but a blip in the long life he's led. Somewhere in the interval between child and adult, yet it resonated with him like no other point in time has. Like no other point in time ever has. From that point forth, no matter how many moments had passed, and no matter how his living conditions may have changed, he would always remember that you saw him for who he was, and you accepted him, and he would blush like a little child. Even if what awaited him henceforth was nothing short of hell, there was no doubt in his mind that this was ultimately his paradise. Her alliance with Onyankopon severed, Amaterasu has little choice but to change plans. She's no longer able to lead the greater part of the Rulemaker's soldiers, since she's lost majority standing within the guild. Is this the same as the option I chose before, back in my homeland? Amaterasu has a clear image in mind of who was likely responsible for taking such measures. This is a message to myself to remind me of what I know. But it doesn't change what must be done. I must act in accordance with the standing I was gifted at birth. Michael. Corpicor, world representative of Kamui Kotan, is left breathless as he gazes up at the entire situation playing out around Michael. His opinion of his former ally has more or less frozen over at this point. But he also realizes the error of his ways in making a hero out of someone so small and insignificant to begin with. Perhaps it might be time to forgive him for his transgressions, knowing that he was merely lashing out. Too bad Corpicor is unable to see himself in the same light. Safety's off. Lock and load. Polar bears, big dogs, and wildcats. Give it everything you've got. Fire! Yeah. Ew. A real battlefield. I'm so scared. Papa, Mama, won't you come save me? No, Willie, you can do this. You graduated from the academy. It's time to be an adult. Eee! A real battlefield. I'm so scared. Papa, Mama, won't you come save me? But I'm not ready to be an adult. It's only my body that's all grown up. My heart isn't there yet. I don't get any scent of spilled blood on his hands. Is he a new recruit? Hey, you there! Modified guy! This your first rodeo? Without missing a beat in his own fight, Cocopelli calls out to one of the enemy soldiers who caught his attention. And worse it is, if you make fun of my Wildcats unit, you'll be sorry. Let me just ask you something. Where's your mothership located? I want the most recent coordinates you've got. With considerable support from Maria, Yuma, and the others, you finally arrive at the floating island above the future city. Smack dab in the very center of it sits a massive building that towers over its surroundings like a monolith. And between you and it, Michael descends, blocking the way for you and your guild alliance. This tells you that everything you seek must surely lie within that massive building. Kengo and the others are in there. And Mr. Mononobe. I'm sure of it. How frustrating! How this acceleration has left me in shambles. Michael. Now's my chance! Hold it right there. You're not going anywhere. Unfortunately, you miss whatever slim chance you may have had, as Amaterasu and her troops now stand between you and the monolithic building. Amaterasu, we meet again! Michael, are you injured? Does it hurt anywhere? Amaterasu approaches Michael, who's fallen to his knees and is breathing heavily. She gently, concernedly addresses him. Still playing the sisterly role, are you, Amaterasu? Stop treating me like your little brother, like a rank amateur. As you wish. All I've ever been able to give you is sadness, after all. Not on the best of terms, are they? Amaterasu lets out a small sigh, then steps in front of Michael and lets the light from her halo shine forth. Gah! My eyes! I can't even make out her face anymore. You need to know your limits and quit while you're ahead, Lancelot. There's nothing to be gained from this. I could say the same to you. You need to stop lecturing me. You don't understand anything, do you? Same as ever. Well, that's just fine, as I can always refresh your memory. I can remind you of just how egregious the errors in judgment are that you've made in previous loops, and how much better life would have been for you if you'd just listened to me and done as I said. Alongside her mirrored halo, Amaterasu calls forth her other sacred artifact from deep within the ground, Iwato, the Boulder Door. What's going on? Visions of the past flit through the air in waves, infiltrating your mind in the form of memories. It's me? Did I ever play with... It's me? Did I ever play with this person before, like that before, though? Wait, yeah, that's right. Amaterasu always gave us advice, and always came to our rescue in our time of need. So why am I doing things that make her sad? That's not cool. I should apologize right away and try to make it up to her. Long forgotten memories of past loops flood into the heads of everyone present. They alter your perception of reality, blurring the lines between present and past, and shifting your way of thinking bit by bit. Sanzo! Don't fall for it! Those memories are being weaponized, just like with Azathoth. But these are nothing like the memories from that imperfect, broken world pillar Azathoth. I'm wondering, what exactly makes world pillars broken? I can tell that pissed Nyarls off. I can never forget the shameful sins you've all committed in previous loops. This infinite mirror is like the sun, shining a light on every last transgression you've all made. It's an attack that spreads out in all directions, and there is no escape from it. It will haunt you till you're through. Amaterasu's light illuminates every part of you, laying bare every flaw, every hidden shame that you'd hoped would never be seen. You will be held captive by this light until you come to believe, of your own volition, that you're better off doing what I say. You can't expect someone to change their minds by keeping them as your hostage. The world pillar of Earth is designed to make those subjugated to it. The world pillar of Earth is designed to make those subjected to it submit to the will of its bearer through remorse for actions from past loops. However, I'm sorry to tell you this, Amaterasu, but this attack of yours will no longer have any effect on us. Choji, remember that no matter how big or strong a ruler's light may be, a shadow is always cast at their feet. Even the Tokugawa era, eternal in spirit, fell prey to creeping shadows brought about by simple mistakes. So never forget to look down and sever that which is underfoot, where the line of sight would not typically fall. Ah! Choji swings the cursed twin blades and cuts the past memories generated by the world pillar right out of the air. No! The memories and the light that spawned them vanish from sight, clearing your field of vision and revealing Amaterasu standing directly in front of you. What now, Amaterasu? You're finally able to get a good look at Amaterasu from the same level as her, without her halo obstructing the view, and you find yourself staring deeply into her eye. Stop! Stop! Look away! Don't look at me with those eyes! They're the same! Please! Don't look at me!